Good morning, freedom fighters. It is 10:03 a.m. East Coast time, September 8th, 2024. We are looking at today's very large attack on the United States in many, many ways. But right now, we're looking over Wisconsin at a very large spray operation. Individual lines from aircraft, very distinct. This is live. Many, many aircraft spraying these people. They have no clue. Sad to say, the more I talk to people across Alaska, the more I realize we are in very, very deep trouble. Here's a heavy concentration of singled out spraying over what was it? Iowa, Ohio. Yeah, Ohio. Sorry. Uh, very raw, very censored commercial fishermen here. I only bring you the truth. I am not hypnotized by Hollyweird. And the truth is, we're being attacked. Two locations here. Massive, massive attack coming out of Canada, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, Illinois. Then a little tiny attack over the state of Ohio. And all this aluminum here looks familiar as chemicals. And look how they can push this material in any direction they want with the machine, as I have stated many times. Let me pause it and get it into motion for you. We're looking at the last 2 hours of the machine. I want to thank the warriors that are staying in tune. Only the people that has clicked the icon bell maybe get to see my stuff, but no one is seeing my material. And the censorship of the people is communism. Our military is no longer our military. The only thing that has not happened yet, they have not removed the American flag and put the United Nations flag on our military, your boys. Sad to say, a lot of our military has been outsourced as well. If you look at their, it looks like less than Americans have joined. It's more like their people that they want in the military. To me, I don't know. It just doesn't look like the military I'm used to. You ain't got to worry about them killing their people because it's not our people anymore. Who in their right mind would want to spray our own country? But let's go back to other things. Check out the very intense storm they have created. Like I stated, they turned off the northern hurricane yesterday. It is no longer available. This is their concentration of all their investments. Let's go to some of their investments. It is ships out here pumping this material out. It's very distinct, and I will show you the technology as well if you stand by with me. The most censored commercial fisherman in all the world, only because I speak the truth and only the truth. Just like Flight Tracker, we can track their vessels as well. They use to burn off these smoke. Why would these ships be idle? Super tankers, chemical tankers, idling out here in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico. No reason for this. Is it this? Watch all this stuff build up in the Gulf here, out of nowhere. There's their new hurricane. This is all speculation because they're never going to tell us the truth, but I'm going to show you what they're using. Speculation, but I'm going to show you. There's no reason for this ship to be sitting here at 2 knots in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico. And like I stated yesterday, some of this oil field stuff looks unusual. And down here where they were creating these storms, they look very unusual. These are super tankers. Stand by, I want to show you a super tanker that I believe these are. I have a commercial fishing buddy in the Gulf of Mexico says he has witnessed this. These are bunker ships full of fuel that they can burn these cloud makers for days on end or whatever they want. Let me show you the technology. These are bunker ships, is what I've heard they're called, bunker fuel. Cheap fuel, dirt cheap fuel, with chemicals added. I can show you film from 1965 where in France they were burning fuel oils to create storms. It was an experiment that worked. This is NASA's so-called rocket test facility in Mississippi, but it's not. It's a cloud generating testing facility, and this is what you're going to see on the back of those vessels. This is a cloud maker that does produce rain. He's going to state that it's the cleanest form of rainmaking, but you cannot burn any fuels and it be clean. Completely fictitious, and I cannot believe it came out of his mouth, but they love lying to the public. Stand by, very loud here.
Don't worry if you can't hear what I'm saying. I couldn't even hear myself. This is the loudest sound you could possibly conceive. And, as it turns out, the cleanest. Now, the most amazing thing is that that cloud up there, which was generated by the engine, is just a mixture of hydrogen and oxygen. It's water vapor. And in about an hour's time, someone in Mississippi is going to get wet washing. It will actually rain. I told you! It's raining! That's unbelievable! Oh, NASA's playing God. It's making its own weather.
Fire.
Sorry about the mute there. I was just telling you that this is their portable cloud maker that they claim is a radioactive cleaning machine. But it's a cloud maker, and they can hook up super tankers to this. And I believe was what was in Mexico this year, clouding out Florida on top of mountains. You can see them working. But these are rain makers, just like I stated. France used to create rain on the ground. Let me show you that video. All I've done for 15 years now, 13 years, is study these lunatics and their technologies, and we finally have evidence. But they will wipe the internet clean. The largest book burning has taken place, and nobody has even realized it. It is the internet. Largest book burning in human history, and nobody has even noticed the flame. Here is just part of a 1960s weather experiment. They stopped informing the public in 1965. After they killed Kenny, they no longer needed to tell us anything.
Problems. Damages for many thousands of pounds have been claimed in America's West by farmers who say their share of rain was stolen and others who say they got more than they bargained for. Henry Lansford is another scientist at Boulder, Colorado. He sees more complications.
Once we achieve this weather control, who is going to be the man who decides what kind of weather it's going to be? Because one farmer may need sunshine for his hay, another fellow may need rain for his corn. The hotel keeper wants sunshine for his guests. Fellows wants to go skiing, wants to have lots of snow, and so forth and so on. And these interests are often in conflict. So it will take a Supreme Court of some sort to make the judicial decisions as to who gets what and when.
Who gets what in France may be decided by this. Near Toulouse in the Pyrenees, it's the Cloudmaker, a 3,000 square yard roaster for the atmosphere. Developed by Professor Dessin, its 100 petrol burners make clouds and sometimes rain at the touch of a switch. The burner gets through a ton of fuel every minute. Any rain it makes is more costly than Chanel No. 5.
While France puts the clouds up, America knocks them down. This is the Cloudbuster Squadron of the American Air Force. Using their giant C-130 plane, they've been punching holes in clouds.
Okay, we can see how they create fires with fuel. Bump smoke from forest fires, which they have plenty of right now. Go back and look at some of them. Let me find a good one. We'll just go to HD here. Actually, this would be yesterday evening. Yesterday evening, they were still chemtrail in this area, very heavy. Very distinct lines. As the fires are burning, very strong still. That's fires. All the additive smoke. And this material they're spraying is very flammable. Especially when you get it up to temperature, it all goes off very well. Was this live yesterday at 7 p.m. Ripples, it looks like tire tracks, very unusual. More fires everywhere, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's lasers, you know, they just go on, hit the ground wherever. Look at a single fire right there, single fire right there. Oh, the technology they have. Look at the ripples. I showed you the machine waves. Tire tracks. Not natural. Mad scientists, we have developed some incredible technologies the last 100 years, and mad scientists, billionaire lunatics are in control of it. They are laughing at us, arguing over the stupidity stuff they created. I've only seen a couple woke human beings in my life. It's mostly fake, but I swore I seen a guy with boobs with his son dressed as a girl on the airplane, or getting on the airplane. I could not understand what I was seeing. Or it's the most manly woman I've ever seen with a kid. And 30 years ago, that person would have been arrested and their child would have been brought to safety. But we allow it now. We encourage it, as a matter of fact. Thank you to the couple people standing by at 14 minutes. I have very important information and no one gets to see it. I'm sick of the shadow banning. I really am. Oh, they got the other thing back up. Look at that. Jesus Christ. Let's just have multiple freaking hurricanes. 90%. What's this one? Oh, I don't see it now. Oh, you know what it is? That was yesterday. Sorry about that, guys. That's what that was. Yesterday. There it is. They did away with it. Now their investments here. Now it's all here. 40-mile-an-hour wind. It's going to be 90%. Here's your next hurricane. Texas, New Orleans. maybe even Florida, they can make the same bump along the coast the whole entire way like I've showed in many of videos. But I'm going to let you go here at 15 minutes. Thank you to the warriors that are standing by. We must unite. The revolution will never be presented on TV, but they must be one. And I ain't talking about a fake one. Here, let's make a storm go to Alaska. My friends are out there trying to catch fish. Messed up world. Thank you to my friend in Australia. I absolutely love the hat. Cannot wait till it cools off here in Florida to wear it. I see you're already having a lot of fires as your summer has just about started. Your springtime. Springtime in Australia, and we're going into fall in Florida or United States. See some ripples. Y'all have a good morning, a good day, a good evening, and a good night. We're all on different timelines of this planet because it is not flat, but it is most definitely controlled by complete lunatics. Commercial fishermen standing by. Y'all have a good evening.